welcome back to my channel. This week's video, it's going to be a short video. It's about motivation. The reason why it's short is because this video is actually an invitation to another video, a webinar. It's a webinar or masterclass, quite a short format, but it's a class where we can interact together, and I'm gonna be talking about how to start fresh. You know, we just reached half year. Where did the rest of the year go? This is 2020. But how are we going to push a little bit through to the rest of the year? And that has all to do with motivation, how you're going to keep yourself motivated. I'm reading this book, and so today's video is really inspired on the book When: The Scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing by Daniel H. Pink. It's going to be on the descriptions below, this resource and a few other resources about timing and motivation and start fresh. It all goes back to the beginning of the year. At the start of 2020, I had all these plans. They all went downhill. We still don't really quite know what's going on, but we gotta keep moving. So it's July. Some people like to think of it as the half of the year, the quarter number 3, and how we go from here. So in the book, and I have heard of this before as well, Daniel is talking about temporal landmark, and those are like fresh starts that you can always use to pick yourself up from whatever you're feeling like I can't move, or whatever goals and resolutions, whatever were your plans, and then the first month started, or the COVID-19 came, and then all the issues with the world came up and everything threw you off your balance. So how do you pick yourself from that? Temporal landmarks are used for that because they are shorter dates or events where you can just switch on your mode and use that as a fresh start again, like day number 1. And those are Mondays, so it can be a weekly temporal landmark you base off from, or the beginning of each month, or a holiday, or after a holiday, anniversary, birthdays, Yom Kippur, whatever it is. This really works for me quite well because of my personality and how I am quite short focused. So if there is something that is more like a long-term goal, if I just break it through smaller little sprints, it's easier for me to just keep track of it. So would it be every week, and then every month, and then every quarter, and then every semester? That way you have a chance, you always have a chance to start fresh, instead of just like, oh, I can't do it, and then just completely dump it. That's not really good for our minds and also for our soul, because every time you are not completing something that you set yourself up to, it brings up that feeling of not completion, and not even failure, because I don't see failure as a bad thing, but it just really doesn't feel good, and it compromises your motivation to keep moving forward. Those temporal landmarks, time frames, how you want to call it, are also great for you to really recalibrate and fine-tune, because we are also always evolving, and sometimes you might change your mind. So it's good for you to revisit your plans and your goals, see where you're at right now, if it's still relevant to what's happening to you. And I'm sure a lot of people right now would resonate with the situation where everything, the whole world is shifting. There is a major paradigm shift, and we need to adapt to that. I believe that today you can plan for the start of the next week, sit down and replan, reorganize your strategies, make new goals, and even evaluate the goals that you had in the first place, if that's still who you want to be, or if that's still part of who you want to become. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like this video, also share, or you can send some over here to this channel, and I am going to open registration. If you just want to make sure that you don't miss the webinar, how to start fresh, then there will be a page for registration, but if not, it's going to be here on YouTube, and if you're subscribed to my channel, you will be notified as well. Thank you so much. Good luck on the second part of this year. I wish you all love, light, and inspiration. See you next time. Bye. A temporal landmark is a point in time that we naturally think of as an opportunity for a fresh start. This come in two forms: social temporal landmarks, dates that are seen as a fresh start by many people collectively. New Year's, the start of a month, the start of a week, and so on. Personal temporal landmarks are dates that we personally see as a fresh start. Birthdays, anniversaries, the start of a new job or semester, and also major moves or life changes. As you can imagine, there are plenty of times in a given year when we can make the most of temporal landmarks. We don't just need New Year's.